What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So I hope everybody has had a beautiful week. Let me tell you something. This week has had its ups and its downs, and I'm talking about the weather, okay? The weather alone. I get on here complaining about the weather all the time, and I'm not necessarily complaining, but we really just bypassed fall and winter, okay? Listen, Halloween was on Thursday. And not too many people did trick-or-treating on Thursday because it was cold as shit outside. By the time I got off of work, it was 30 degrees, okay? And it was snowing. And I mean, it was snowing. It looked like a blizzard for a second, okay? And it was raining so hard the day before for that whole week. Girl, it was just a mess. But anyway, you know, I enjoyed some of y'all costumes. Some of y'all costumes was cute. Some of y'all was just like, y'all could have kept all that bullshit. But, you know, it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoy your holiday wherever you were. But let's just get into this video because also we got to start the video off on some sad news, okay? First, you know, we got news, like, I think it was Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or was it Thursday? Um, It was the same day that was the anniversary of my uncle's passing. And y'all already know how I feel about him or whatever. It gets me sad every time I speak on it, even think about it, whatever, right about now. So I really don't want to talk about it. But you know, because that was my nigga. That was my nigga. But anyway, you know, right after that, found out that legendary comedian, actor, black actor, you know, extraordinaire John Witherspoon, aka Pops, aka Grandpa, aka everything, aka Bang Bang Bang, okay, aka put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. You know, he passed away. From what I saw on TMZ, they said that he had a cardiac arrest. He went into cardiac arrest. He was 77 years old. I'm not too sure if that's the real cause of death, but never heard anything about him having any health problems or anything like that. The most recent thing that I heard about him was the fact that, you know, the Boondocks was coming back. Okay, the Boondocks was supposed to be coming back on HBO Max, I believe, and you know everybody loved. You can't really have the. I mean, you can have the Boondocks without one particular character, but he's a main character. Like, we watch the Boondocks for his commentary, for Riley's commentary, for Huey's commentary. That particular family, that's what we watch the Boondocks for, and that essence is gone. Okay, now that he's no longer here, how is that gonna flourish? You know, he gave us so many iconic lines. You know, I don't get whooped by pussy, I whoops the pussy. You know, you gotta coordinate. You know what I'm saying? He was just everything, and that hit, like, I didn't expect for that to hit me so hard, but it hit me hard. Like, it hit a lot of people hard because he was just like that beloved grandpa or uncle, that crazy uncle that comes to the function all the time, that livens everything up. You know, you never know which way he gonna go, but you know he gonna have you in stitches because you gonna be laughing so much. That's what he was, and it's just so unfortunate. um you know, condolences to him, condolences to the family, condolences to his friends. just an iconic type of person. He really was. And then from the YouTube community, I don't know if you guys know or heard about one of our fellow YouTubers named Mr. Ty Couture. Um, Reports is coming out saying that he passed away. And this was just, I just heard about this today. You know, and they're saying that he passed away. He committed suicide, and that hit me so differently because I I've heard of him before. He's a fellow YouTuber. He's part of the LGBT community, and I started watching his videos for the most part because of the Chasing Atlanta series that comes on YouTube. Girl, I didn't even watch that whole last season. I forgot all about it, but I'm gonna get into it when I get some time. But yeah, he used to do reviews on it, and it was a big little controversy with him and all that shit that went down or whatever. And I was totally on his side with that whole thing. But You know, he was such a good guy. He had such a good spirit about him. And I do remember him doing a video talking about how at one point, you know, discussing the fact that he suffered from depression. You know, he had a lot of things going on. And he, at one point, you know, in that video, he talked about the depression, about having suicidal ideations and stuff like that. And trying to get over that. And I know that he did recently take a break from YouTube, dealing with, I think he had another bout of depression. And it's just really sad because you just don't know exactly what's going on with a lot of people behind closed doors, even if they're upfront with what's plaguing them. You have to be careful. You have to be mindful. You have to try to be aware and knowledgeable and knowing what's up and making sure that you are doing all that you can to be there for that person, because like I said, you never know exactly what's going on and how deep it is. People don't really tell you all the facts, okay? But if you see somebody just being, depression comes in so many phases. If you see somebody that's always cheery, always the life of the party, always trying to be fun, that's a sign too. Even though that can be naturally how they are, that is a sign as well. You know, they're trying to put on to mask up stuff. You see somebody that's distancing themselves, isolating themselves, and, you know, just not doing completely 180 turn from how they used to be in a negative, and it's going into a negative way. That's something that you need to look out for. At the end of the day, we just need to look out for each other, okay? And we need to stop trying to suffer in silence and suffer alone, because it's not helping us, it's harming us. Keeping all that pain and all that hurt inside is harming us. We have to get that out in a healthy way. Um, that shook me. Like, that shook me to my core. After hearing somebody talk about their issues, and then to know that you thinking that they're getting better, and then this happens, you just never know. You just never know. So, condolences to his family, for real, and his friends. Um, in the news earlier this week, also at a homecoming at Texas AMA, um, is it AM University homecoming commerce or whatever? They was having a little party off campus or whatever, and somebody came in and just started shooting up the place. What is going on with y'all? Okay, like, complaints were already being made, and they had called the cops or whatever. The cops were called there because of noise complaint, and they was already there 15 minutes before somebody just came in there and just started shooting up the party, whatever. 2 people dead and 14 people left injured, you know. And as of right now, I haven't heard any update, but they have not caught the shooter yet, and that is so unfortunate. People, what is the point? And we don't have a motive, we don't have a reason. Were you looking for somebody? Even though I don't care. People did not deserve to get hurt. People do not expect to leave their house and to go having a good time and fear that they might not come back home, or if they do come back home, they're gonna come back home injured or whatever. We shouldn't have those thoughts, okay? And that's unfortunate that this stuff does go on, and I hope that they find whoever did this and justice is served in the correct way. For real, for real. But moving on from that, let's just get into some entertainment news. Sorry that the video had to start off so heavy, but some things need to be said. Can't be funny games all the time. But Kenya Moore, y'all know Real Housewives of Atlanta new season. Is this season 12? I think it is 12 or something like that, 11, 12, whatever. It's coming back on Sunday, okay? I realized that. So I am so thankful now that I realized that Real Housewives is coming back on Sunday. I have power, which I might, depending on how I feel, I might just go ahead and knock that review out tomorrow night, Sunday, early Sunday morning, late Saturday night, you know, because it comes out late 11 o'clock my time, Chicago time. And I just want to get that out the way. And then I got Real Housewives and Married to Medicine. So that's 3 reviews for Sunday. So I'm kind of glad that Power's about to go on a little hiatus for a little bit and then come back. So that gives me time so I won't be stressing out trying to do like 3 reviews and making sure everything get done and all that stuff. So y'all can get quality stuff, you know. So that's cute. Kenya Moore on the other hand, y'all know this whole thing about her divorce supposed to be happening, and it's not necessarily a divorce because they have yet to file for a divorce. What was sent out was that they're separated, okay? They're currently separated, and there has been rumors going around saying that, you know, he has secret children. Never told her about an ex-wife, and, you know, that he was out here doing, you know, cheating and all this stuff. And she said basically that all that is just rumors, okay? She don't know anything about any infidelity or anything else. But at this point in time, she has hope that they can work things out because she's not a quitter, you know, and she just hopes, and it's up to him to get on that page, and she don't know if he's on the same page of wanting to work things out or whatever, but she wants to work things out and see if they can, you know, do some counseling or whatever. I say at this point in time, if it ain't no cheating and all this other stuff that you claim that it ain't, or you don't know, or you trying to be blind to the fact of, and if you feel like, you know, you got it in you to try to stick it out and you want to fix it, and if you feel like it can be repairable and you can go. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I heard some screaming and I'm trying to see somebody is outside laughing. That's what it was. Girl, y'all should be used to this. Y'all should be used to this. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm not a champion for divorce and be like, just automatically divorce a person if it can't be worked out. If you feel like you can work it out and, you know, you can take the steps and there's some steps or whatever, just go ahead and try. And if you can't work it from there, and if divorce just seems like the next option, then that's your last result. That's what you have to do. But if you can work it out, try to work it out. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Um, you know, and speaking of divorces or separations, I should say, Solange, I said November 1st, it started off with a bunch of bullshit. Solange, girl, Solange. Solange got married to her husband, Alan Ferguson, in 2014, I believe. So they've been married for like 5 years. It's 2019 going on 2020. Yeah, 5 years. They've been together for 11 years, okay? She put on her Instagram, and I had no idea that there was rumors going around saying that she was divorced or getting divorced or, you know, fucking around with somebody else, probably got a new love interest in her life or whatever. And so she just put out there on her Instagram today that, you know, her husband separating. You know, she was battling some things for the past 2 years, and it was just like, you know, coming to see a better self or whatever, you know, dealing with some mental stuff. I don't know, but she was dealing with some stuff for the past 2 years, and that's the conclusion that she came to. She said, nigga, I ain't perfect. I'm still learning. I'm still, you know, leaning on stuff, whatever. And it wasn't no, see, this is what I respect about Solange, because she ain't finna bash the nigga, and we don't need to know what, I don't need to know what happened. I just feel bad because listen, you never heard no drama after that wedding. That wedding was bomb. I wasn't even there, but bitch, it felt like I was, okay? You know, from the actual wedding where it was held in New Orleans, and, you know, the second line then, a dance parade through the streets or whatever, when she broke out in hives and all that stuff, and Beyonce and them had to go get the Benadryl and shit like that right before the reception, you know what I'm saying? And who can forget the iconic all white photos that they had? Bitch, that shit was everything. Y'all still dressing up and doing this stuff, okay? And I'm just like, damn. Well, at least we got that out of it, you know what I'm saying? But for your mental health and all that stuff, like I said, if you gotta go, you gotta go, okay? If you can work it out, work it out. But, you know, sometimes people are just in your life for a season. um you know, she posted it, the baby daddy is down there just, you know, giving her encouragement and shit like that. I said, you know, he look kind of good. He ain't my type of steez because he a little light for me. But I'm just saying, why don't y'all try to get that together? I don't care if you got a girlfriend or not. I don't know. Try to get that back together. I know sometimes we don't like to go back But you know, and he on Rock Nation and everything too. I was like, so y'all just really keep it all up in the family for real, for real. The business, like, that's interesting because I wouldn't. They must got a good relationship. But yeah, I was like, oh, poo poo. But anyway, moving on from that. Speaking about some more divorces and separation, Niecy Nash. I said, damn, what is going on? Niecy Nash, she just put out there that her and her husband, they're about to get a divorce. They're filing for divorce. Citing the fact that, you know, he's not really here for, they say a source said that he's not really here for a lot of the things that's been going on ever since she got the show Claws, and, you know, her surgically enhancing her body and then doing certain scenes on Claws, and, you know, the sex scenes, which were a lot. Cause I mean, that season 1, when them sex scenes, when she got fucked, when Roller fucked her on that desk, that was season 1. I said, oh, so this is how we starting this off. Okay, that's what, truth be told, that's what hooked me. So y'all already know. But anyway, it is what it is. It's very sad. And I remember that reality show that they had on, I think, was it A&E or something like that? And I know that, I think he was a Jehovah's Witness as well. You know, I don't know if he's still a practicing one, but I know for sure that he was one when they got together. But you know, shit happens. And then they said that they weren't necessarily always together. You know, the distance, you know, put a strain on the relationship or whatever. But, you know, she had just came out and said a blowjob a day keep a divorce away. You know, saying how she suck a man off every day or whatever. I guess that wasn't enough. Y'all be doing that. Bitch, Niecy Nash probably got locked jaws for days, okay? She's like, let me. She probably can intertwine and unlock that jaw, unlock that hinge, you know. Okay? So that she won't have to, no, this is how you do it. You have to massage so that you can loosen it up so that, you know, it won't lock up so quick. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're doing it every day, you got to do some exercise. You know, shit like that. You just don't know. Girl, put out a book because you probably... No, don't do that because you're getting a divorce. But anyway, I was about to say, put out a book for some techniques for y'all. Y'all don't need that because it didn't work for her because, you know, they finna get a divorce. But that's unfortunate. I liked her together. Moving on from that, Cuba Gooding Jr. Child, a 15th accuser then came out against him. He just in court talking about some not guilty, Your Honor. That's my plea. That's what I'm sticking with. Girl, they done came out with a 15th accuser saying that, you know, basically he being charged and accused of inappropriate groping, inappropriate touching, inappropriate kissing, all of that stuff. And I just said, you know what, Cuba, sir, mind you, they got him on tape touching somebody's ass. Okay, and I just said, goddamn, Cuba. Whew, y'all just need to learn to keep your hands to yourself. Then there's this video that Kevin Hart, he made his big comeback to Instagram, to social media, I should say. He put out this video about his recovery, you know, reflection on what's been going on with his, ever since his car accident and his back injury, whatever. Now, I know he gonna have back problems for the rest of his life. He really is, okay? And you can see in the video where they actually had to go in and do some work on his spine, and you saw the wound or whatever, the scar and all that. But, you know, he was moving. I said this accident happened in September. It's at the end of October, you know, so it took you a good 2 months and he moving good like this. Yeah, I mean, I guess when you got money and you can get the physical therapy and the right people in your on your payroll to help you out or whatever, and get the right stuff that you need, you'll heal up quite nicely. But everybody's body is different, and that makes me wonder how severe was the back injury, because he was moving nice and I did see him, you know, you saw him with the brace or whatever. But I don't know, like, I'm glad that he okay, but I really didn't feel anything. Like, okay, what was the point of this video? Just put a post up there and say, I'm good, I'm back. And, you know, all of a sudden this video pop out, and now, you know, he did the little commercial for The Rock and him, and for the Halloween, dressing up as The Rock. That was kind of funny a little bit. And then they finna drop the trailer for the next Jumanji movie. So I was like, is this all like a you know, stunt or whatever? Not necessarily a stunt, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this is all planned out, whatever. Not the injury, but putting these videos and stuff out at the time that he did and talking about the incident and the accident or whatever. Once again, what happened to the couple? Can we get an update? That's what I really want to know, because I finally seen pictures of the car and how it looked, and I just want to know what happened to the couple that was in the car with him. That's what I want to know. Are they okay? Ain't nobody saying nothing about them and their injuries. I want to know. Damn. Let this be fair. But okay. And let me tell you something. Rocks, I seen your video and I got exactly where you was coming from, because it was giving me the same feels about your opinion about this whole, him putting out the video. So yeah, I understood exactly what you were saying, because I was feeling a little something about it too. But hey, it is what it is. As long as the man is okay, that's good. God willing. Speaking of Halloween, Nicki Minaj, her and her husband, they dressed up as Tiffany and Chucky from, the Chucky series, okay? And I will say I actually like their outfits, okay? I actually like, they look nice. They really did. And then, she was sporting her ring and all that stuff, and it was a big-ass rock or whatever. And, she insists on saying that her husband the one brought the ring, and it was $1.1 million. If you say so, girl, who am I to judge? Who am I to deny? Who am I to think otherwise? But okay, okay. I don't know what the man do to get $1.1 million and what his business life is like, okay, but that's nice. Anyway, moving on from that, we got to pray for California, because California going through it yet again. They got another wildfire going on. People, houses getting burned down. People got to get evacuated. The James family, LeBron and them, they was talking about how they had to get evacuated and everything, and trying to find hotels at the last minute or places that accommodate them. He did a good deed by sending out a tacos truck to the first responders and stuff like that. Baby, you just can't really move nowhere these days, bitch. You go down south on the West Coast, girl, you might get wildfires, you might get hurricanes, even on any coast, okay? You might get that. You might get tornadoes, okay, out here in the Midwest and stuff like that. You get earthquakes on the West Coast. You feeling a little bit over there on the East Coast. Baby, it just ain't safe nowhere, okay? Girl, just strap in. Just strap in for life, all right? Just pray to God and strap in, okay? But I hope this, and it really don't take much for a fire to start. It really don't, especially if it's dry as hell, and all you take is that one little particular spark, and it just light everything up, and that's what it seemed like, okay? But moving on from that, R. Kelly was ordered to pay his child support through his royalties, which honestly, to be quite honest, I didn't understand why he wasn't doing that in the first place, so he can avoid all this bullshit, all this drama, whatever, get your baby mama off your back. But hey, it is what it is. That's what he gonna have to do. He's still in jail. He was supposed to have a court appearance. He missed that because he had a toenail infection. Ew. So you nasty too, nigga? Like, ew. What was it? Probably was a little hangnail or some shit. But okay. Um there was a big hoopla going around. Somewhat of a big hoopla. Well, y'all was talking about it. I ain't gonna say it was a big hoopla. It was a news story about YG. Y'all know YG and Kalani supposed to be together. They caught him supposedly on film, kissing somebody, and he claimed that he was drunk. Then he come back out and say, no, he wasn't. kissing the girl. The girl just asked for autograph. She was a fan or whatever. But I ain't finna just let no fan sit up in my some random person sit up in my car or whatever. You can stand right there where I sign whatever you need me to sign. Okay, it ain't me being rude, but I don't know you like that. You could be stalking out my stuff or whatever. Like, okay, that's that. So when you see me next time, you know everything where everything at, and you can try some or whatever set me up. You just don't know. Okay, so are y'all bad in that fact that he was just signing something for a fan, or that he was drunk? It's always I was drunk. I ain't know what I was doing, bitch. Whatever. You look like you've been drinking all your life and you can hold your liquor pretty well. So I just don't. I don't buy that. But okay. And speaking of Kalani, did y'all see that video and hear the song Kalani and Tiana Taylor called Morning? Bitch. I need to give me a bitch. I mean a boo. I mean a bag. I just need to get somebody in my life because that was a hot video. I said y'all die. Y'all little lesbianites, in your tendencies. Both of them go both ways. So, hey, it is what it is. I was very much here for the video. It was very nice. Very tentally pleasing. But moving on from that, the white female manager. Remember the story that came out about the two guys who were at the Starbucks, two black guys who was at the Starbucks trying to wait to have a business meeting, with some investors or something like that. And I think one needed to use the bathroom or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it all comes down to them getting arrested while black. That's what it was at this Starbucks. The manager called the cops on them and all this stuff, whatever. She lost her job. Starbucks had to go through this day of sensitive training, ethics training, and they closed down most of the Starbucks or whatever for a few hours and all that stuff. And now, because she lost her job, she wants to file a lawsuit claiming racial discrimination, okay, and saying that she wouldn't have lost her job had she been because she lost her job because she was white. I said, what in the racial discrimination in reverse is going on, girl? What is going on, girl? You are pulling rabbits out your hat right about now, okay? And they're dead. They're dead. Dead on arrival. What is going on? No. Okay, girl, I'm not even here for this. We're not even about to entertain this bullshit. I want them to throw the case out, look at it, and be like, girl, you are dumb as shit. Next, dismiss. We not doing it, okay? We not doing it. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. I said the fucking nerves. The fucking nerves, okay? The audacity. But, moving on from that, out here in Chicago, update, I was talking about the teacher strike that was going on last week. And the kids have been out for 11 days, technically 2 weeks if you want to add all the days together, including the weekend. 2 weeks. And they came to some type of conclusion agreement Thursday, and the kids went back to school today. I would have been, if I was a kid, I would have been mad simply because of the simple fact that I really have to wake up early for one day this week to go back to school and then be off for another couple of days. You still could have gave us that last day off in this week. We still got to make those days up. But hey, as long as the kids are back, that's all that matters. The teachers got what they wanted. They came to some type of agreement with the mayor, so that's a good thing. Because these kids needed their asses back up in school. They really did. Moving on from that. Patti LaBelle. In petty news, baby, do I aspire to be this petty? I don't know. Because, sometimes petty is good and sometimes petty is not. But baby, listen, Patti LaBelle was on the Breakfast Club, and Patti LaBelle said, you know what, throughout my 55 years that I've been up in this music industry or whatever, there's been a lot of people that diss me. I'm about to do a movie about the people that's dissing me called Patti's Sad Day, okay? I said, girl, what? That sounds like a children's book's title, okay? Patti's Sad Day, but Mama said she putting out there in the movie all the celebs that dissed her, okay? All of them. And she naming that. Ain't no, this character's person's name was changed to hide this person's identity and all this stuff. No, we put names. We naming names. I said, Patti, don't waste your money on the movie, even though I would like to see it. Probably just gonna go straight to TV. But put it in the book. I buy that shit too. I want to hear you speak it on the audio book. Can you imagine her just going off on the audio book? Girl, Patti Patti. Patti LaBelle, bitch, okay? Gas to Be Real is about to come to life for real, okay? The shade, all right? She was like, not too long ago, somebody that's real big up in the industry, they dissed her when they was at some BET special, whatever, a couple of years ago. You know, she walked past, said hi. She said, do you know the heifer? Looked me up and down and just kept on walking. We was like, bitch, who? And it wasn't Beyonce, wasn't no Rihanna, wasn't them. So I'm like, bitch, who other big name are you talking about then? And I already knew it wasn't Beyonce, because Beyonce and they've been like her kids since they came out. She been in love with Destiny Child and all them since they came out. So I knew it's all love and respect on that part. But girl, I just want to know, okay? My nosy ass want to know now, okay? But I would like to see it. Who would have thought? Girl, you too old for this, but we here for it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to the cast of Games People Play. Y'all know that's my show on BET. BET, you heading in the right direction, okay? You renewing these shows. American Soul coming back. Boomerang coming back. Games People Play coming back. You know, if you watched Ambitions on, that comes back November 12th too. Make sure you get into that. And speaking of shows, I want to end this with you know, I don't do reviews, and I'm not going to do like full ass reviews of this show, Sisters, or I should say Sistas with an A for Tyler Perry. Because I really don't have the time. It comes on Wednesday, and y'all know I don't like to review shows the day after. I like to review shows right after I get through watching them, and Wednesday I already have like 3 shows to review. And the Oval, for some reason, because it reminds me of the Haves and the Have-Nots, and I like the Haves and the Have-Not and that type of drama and carrying on, it kind of reminds me of that. So, you know, that was... And it's not the best, but it's entertaining enough for me to act goofy on. But Sisters, I see what he's trying to do, but it's just something that I'm going to just have to watch and get into. Like, it's cute enough. It's cute enough. I'm going to leave it at that. It's cute enough. I will say this. That second episode, well, the end of that first episode, when we found out that Karen, what's her name? Let me see. Because you got 4 friends. Of course, you always, it irks me, you always got to have the thicker friend that's always the goofy one, and that's the girl Daniela. Okay, she the goofy, I guess you would say ghetto, hood rat type of chick, you know, that's going to tell it like it is, be all up in your business, doing the snooping and all that stuff. Then you got the girl Karen, who boyfriend or husband or whoever he is, she trying to get pregnant, she want to get pregnant, but he keeps cheating on her, okay? Then you got, what's the other one? Damn. I got it right here. Sabrina. She talking to the boy Calvin that keep coming into her job. And, you know, the little teller friend of hers keep on saying that he might be gay. And then they threw up in there because he talked to somebody that was gay and he was friends with somebody that was gay or whatever, that he could possibly be gay. Straight people can be friends with gay people too. You know, stop that. So she judging a book by its cover, and you're not really supposed to do that. And then you have the main girl, who is Andrea. She out here fucking a married man, and then her wife, she a lawyer, okay, and the wife got recommended to come to her so that she can file a divorce on her husband, and don't even realize that, bitch, your lawyer is the one fucking your man. Your lawyer is the one fucking your man, okay? That's what's going on, and I just like to see how that part play out, because I really want her to get busted. But anyway, you know, they cute enough shows, ain't nothing real special or whatever, but y'all tell me how y'all felt, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Please be safe. Please be warm. Please be dry. Okay. Please strap it up. Please wrap it up. Please tap it up. You know. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace.